Chris Bowen belongs in jail, and this is why. Chris Bowen appeared on Channel 7's Sunrise program today to justify why the government are spending $150 million on his role as the president of negotiations for the United Nations next climate conference. Let's have a look.
Does the office of the presidency need $150 million?
Well, let me just make a couple of points, Mel. Firstly, the cost of the COP is $50 million as part of a broader $150 million engagement in the Pacific.
Okay, so now that we have our numbers straight, it's $50 million that's being put aside for his role as the president of negotiations at the United Nations Climate Conference. The other $100 million is going to other Pacific nations to support them in the same conference. In what world do we need to give someone $50 million to prepare for one trip? One 2-week conference that could easily be done over Zoom. Instead, it's all these world leaders getting together and wasting our tax money.
There's always a value for money assessment given to every travel. You know, whether they should go, whether it can be done virtually, etc. We're keeping costs as low as possible. There'll be lots of different speculation.
We're in a cost of living crisis in Australia. No one can afford anything. And all Chris Bowen and his mates want to do is justify why they have to keep using us as their personal bank account.
This is good for Australia.
And in the same interview, it was reported that Chris Bowen's staff spent almost $500,000 on flights in January and February this year.
Your guys and women spent $485,602 on trips to Turkey, Fiji, Germany and Korea. Was that just in January and February, and did they all fly business class?
They would have flown the normal standard of travel for a public servant, which is business class, which is the same under all governments.
And there you go. It's a standard travel for all politicians. It's business class. Just book the tickets, guys. The taxpayer will pay for it. Oh, and look how he justifies it. The other governments did it.
Even under Scott Morrison and Tony Abbott went to COP and participated in COP. Yeah, Scott Morrison took 30 people to COP in Glasgow.
Are we still talking about a previous government? Let's talk about now.
Chris Bowen, stop talking shit. Stop deflecting. Take some responsibility. You don't care about Australia. You don't care about Australians. You don't care about saving money or spending wisely or setting an example for the rest of us. You are an absolute tax pig, and that's why you belong in jail.
This is very important for Australia.